radar says the heavy stuff still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway in Foxborough. Taken from about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Right back to him on first down. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Funk. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
19 right. 40, 17.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Funk. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Gravity Ranger. 19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On first down, Funk. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Funk. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this returnable for Hill. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch.
Jet 50, Jet 50. 79 Broncos.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10.
Left wing 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots have the
Ready?
They'll run on first down. Funk. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there taken in by Smith. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Patriots at 4-11 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Teams talk all the time about stretching the defense, and nothing stretches the field more than a deep ball, and I mean a deep ball. That one didn't connect, but certainly they'll be back on their heels.
On 2nd down, Funk. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here's Jones on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, this is Harris. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now Jones. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 29-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jones caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That's a gain of 4.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Throwing Jones, and that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. Folk's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Off the play fake, Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Jones throwing on 1st down. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. And now Nick Folk, his career long 56 yards. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. Pass midfield, look out. And he is finally going to be taken down. Boy, that could have been a really late swing here, but the attempt to return the field goal snuffed out, and that'll do it for this 1st half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now Hill to return it. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Their own 42-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. And I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
Dixie Maverick! Dixie Maverick! Buffalo 18!
He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a play fake here on first down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He completes it to Beckham. Touchdown, Patriots. Odell Beckham, 50 yards. And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, we're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami. Jones on the return. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. He's got his man, Thornton. And he will have a Patriots first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Jones. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And with the struggles they've had putting points on the board, he's the one who's had the breakthrough, trying to find him again for another one to try and add to their total.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. One of the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
We haven't got an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
A good return there, 17 yards.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and that will keep this a 12-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 2nd down now. Funk, and he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Go down to a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll look to throw here. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Off play action. Jones. He's going to air one out for Anderson. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for New England. 42 yards. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission a touchdown. With career touchdown number 70. And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Folk. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 66 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a handoff up the middle. Funk, and he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Now Waddle on the jet sweep. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Jones' throw is caught here by Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Jones on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 24 yards the gain there, another first down as well.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, 30 yards. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 75 yards. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing again on second down. Jones. And he gets this to Thornton. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it, it's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Looking to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here we go.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Back to throw again. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 18.
Ready, break.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
19 Tiger.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He is going to find Hill here. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, fourth quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room, and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 19-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now third down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Dolphins, they get a 5th win to move to 5-11 with 1 game remaining.